Welcome all you +2 comedy modifiers back to the stream. Welcome back to Taiji. I don't know why I put my hood on. I felt like it. So we're doing these hidden puzzles. Last time I ran away from some stuff and ended up here. And I think I know how to do this puzzle. So, as we know. Ooh, no, I don't know how to do this puzzle. Oh, shit. I immediately regret saying that. I had a beard, I shaved it. So, here's what we're doing. Okay. So we know that diamonds need to be matched with similar colored symbols. It doesn't have to be another diamond. So I need to either match it with this, which is probably what I should do, or match it with this guy. Or possibly this guy. We know these guys have to match in some way. We don't know how, but we know that they have to because they're the only yellow things on the board. We know that we got to match up these white things, but this is empty and this is full and cannot be changed. So we can't connect them to each other. So this one has to be connected over here somehow, and this one has to be connected over here somehow. All right, so that's already super confusing. To add to that, dots have to have that many squares filled in. So I'm guessing if I do something like, oh no, this doesn't work the way I thought it would either. It's very confusing. I'm trying to explain everything to us. So right now, nothing's right. Okay. Except for this, because these are connected. Yellow has to be connected to the yellow when it's diamonds. Dots work like this. Why is that not filling? There we go. So there's 2 there. This has to be a block of 2. Boom. Or I could even do it like this if I wanted to, which I think is probably the way to go. Boom. The issue is I don't know how to get this. Now, on top of that, the diagonal line means that the shape created by this has to match this shape created with this one, but could be rotated. So, like, technically right now this is correct for the black lines. But also this could be correct for the black lines. So we are going to work our way through all the possibilities. Now, my first thought is I think this has to be part of it. Because I can't make this a 2-block and make this connect to the white over here. So, like, I think this is objectively correct so far. Because I've solved this. This will eventually somehow connect over here. Yeah, that's not necessarily full. And they can't run into each other, so this is going to have to be empty somehow. Oh, God, this is a tough puzzle. All right. So I would also say that this is a 3. So maybe this is probably something like this. And eventually these have to link. And right now, they kind of do in terms of negative space, because there's the 3. There's the 3. All right, let's... All right, so let's... All right. Let's say what we have here is objectively correct, okay? So we have to then make that same shape through negative blocks. So let's say it's these 3 negative, which makes a lot of sense. So then I would have to do this. Because that creates that shape. So then I would have to do like this. In negative, like this, boom, 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 boom. Because that's creating this exact shape with negatives. So I would fill in both of these, and this would have to come up like, oop, not there, this. That's already very worrisome. But it's gonna then continue, right? So yeah, well, it could also, well, it could sprout out from here, but because I'm saying it basically douche, 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 but this doesn't make sense. The two, the one, yeah, that's a whole other issue. Oh, that's because this is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, hold on. It should actually come up here, but then I'm hitting these, and that's a whole problem too. This is a tough puzzle. I should try 5D chess. I heard of 5D chess. I don't know exactly what it is. Oh, good. I can at least look at a different puzzle, because this one's already getting me upset. A lot of these streams have been one puzzle streams as well, which is frustrating. And because this can be rotated, there's also the possibility that it goes this way somehow. But less likely. Because it would come up here and encapsulate here. Oh, this was making more sense now. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then it comes around here. All right, so I've now made similar shapes, but I think I also have to fill in these. Okay. This is still increasingly problematic. But not impossible, because I guess this could somehow link up with this and make this all make sense. Because I could also end up filling these guys in, which will fill these guys in, and it'll be fine. Well, not really. Because, I mean, my gut says to do this. No. Have I gotten both endings of this game? No. I'm currently at the point with this game where I've opened the big pagoda. I've lit all the fires, but I stumbled upon this area, and I'm doing this area right now. If you suggest I go do what opens up when I set the fires before coming back here, I could totally do that, but currently chipping away at this. It's because it goes 1, 2, 3, and it goes 1, 2, 3, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, and then it goes 1, 2, 3. I guess I could fill any of these guys in. This seems kind of important. At least go open it. All right. Chat is saying that I should that I stumbled into this area mistaken. I was afraid that if I did the other thing, the game would end. So I don't want to do. But want to come back to. All right, I'll take advice from the chat. So we want to go. I'm already here, so like I want to go back up here. So teleportation is the key. So I put in this symbol, which is this symbol. I should teleport me right there. Did I play the new Pokemon? I have not. Last Pokemon I got was Sword and Shield. Because Farfetch'd is my favorite Pokemon. And I was like, oh my god, Farfetch'd is going to evolve. And I hated Pop so much that I stopped playing. Alright, so Chad has recommended that I go to this puzzle first. So I will do this puzzle now. Alright, a lot of interesting stuff here. So these are clicked and unclickable. So that means all of this needs to be empty, and all of this needs to be empty. Ooh, this is a bit gross. Yo, how am I gonna do this? Because these are full, right? That's what a full looks like? Yeah. The best Pokemon game is Rocket Red Edition. That used to be sitting like right here next to me because it was something that I was always planning on streaming and I never actually touched it. But Rocket Red has been on my to-do list for a while. I actually bought a physical. It's a ROM hack of Pokemon, and I bought a physical copy of it at a convention. I think it's red. It might be blue now that I think about it. All right, so this doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I used to love hacked games, so I don't play nearly enough, but I just love the concept of them. All right, so if these are full, I can't fill any of these because this is gonna. Yeah, that's wrong now. Because as it stands right now, these are correct. So there's very little I can do. With this, like, I don't know how I'm going to get through with this. It has to stay blank. This has to get connected through blank. That's the only way it works. Which means, since these have to be identical, it starts with that. That is step one. Which means I can't blank this out. So, right. Well, no, right. So, I know I have to blank out here. So now I have. Well, this is okay. So then I have to blank out here. All right. So it's just a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, my guess is to do this. So is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's too many. I mean, I could get rid of that one. And then make this a little bit of a weirder shape. Oh, no, that's right. Because it has to... That has to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I do it? I think this might be... Oh, no, I need... Oh, no, I need to stop this. So this is currently 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's an issue. So stopping it here, but now this is an incorrect count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so, how can I correct this? Is there a bot? I currently can't get to my chat because the way Taiji locks my mouse in place. Oh, wait, this is what's fudged. Okay, I gotta do this. Yeah, because now it's these two. Alright, so these are correct now, but this is the wrong count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if I do that, that's a whole problem. I mean... I guess I could do like this. Nah, I think that creates more problems. So everything's correct except this needs to be... Did I count this wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's only 8, so I have to get rid of a square, but how do I do that? this square is important. This has to be filled. So I was thinking maybe I just do this, and then, but then that unleashes the demon, and that's bad. We can't unleash the demon. Because they can't be touching, right? Yeah, that's bad. Isn't that valid when you make the H symbol white? You mean like this? The problem with that is now I've added to this empty shape. Because this is full here. Yeah. Because I'd have to open it here, and that's no good. Unless there's some other, like... Because I can't end this early, because then I eat this. I can't gobble up this square. So I can't fill in this. I could, like, this doesn't break the shapes of getting rid of that one, but then they're not connected anymore, which is a problem. I mean, I could lower this down. This is just doing some thinking. Like that. And then that would lower this like this. And now the shapes are still correct, but, like, the number's even wronger. Sal sees it in the chat. I do not. Oh, you know what I could do? Just as a thought experiment. Yeah, I think my issue is this 4. I could do this, but that's not helpful. No, because that seals that off. And I can't click here, and I can't click here. I mean, I guess I could do that, but that... Yeah, there's not enough room for me to do that, so I think it still has to be this. I could largen the shape a bit. No, I can't, because this has to be full. This is where we're at, right? What did I do wrong? How did I screw this up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I gotta... Boom. Boom. There we go. So now the shapes are correct. It's just that... Yeah, now I'm back where I was. This is not a clickable spot. This is not a clickable spot because it ends this. This is not a clickable spot. 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 I could unclick this here, but no, I actually can't because that's no good. You can cut across one block and save the 8 symbol. I'm not sure I follow. Then shrink the shape up top because it doesn't change. Have I tried flipping the sausage? We're done flipping sausage. Steven's sausage roll is completed. I love that game, but it's done. Cell in the chat is trying to give me something here, but it's not. I'm not quite understanding. Plus, my chat is super small, so I can't see much of the of what is being said. The 3 on the left going up, starting from the 8 symbol, then cut across the middle of that, like this. Because then I'd have to cut this out, and that's a problem. Cut above one more square. No, that has to be like that. Hold on. Because I'm mirroring this and this, and then these all have to be. Because these all have to be empty and then surrounded, and this has to be empty, so this has to be all here. No, they don't. Because this adds to the shape. Like this symbol no longer matches anymore. You can change the square above the black diamond to black without adding anything. The black diamond to black. You're saying here? Because now these are no longer linked, which is the problem. Yeah. See, yeah, it's a delicate game. Ignore me. Yeah, this is a huge part of the issue. Like, insane thought is maybe it's like this. No, it can't be like that. Because then this would have to be full, which I guess it could be. No, it can't be. This has to stay empty because of this. I was trying to like do a 4 with empty, but that doesn't work. All right, the shape can only be wide. Can only be 2 columns wide. That's objectively true. Okay, because I can't unclick this. I mean, technically I could do that. That's the only other, like, shape that makes sense to me. Because now the shapes are still correct, it's just that's the problem. But this has to go all the way down then. And that's so many. That's so many. Can you add up to 13 with the empty space? Oh, that's a good idea. All right, so you're saying something like that, because we're including this now, but this doesn't go up high enough to be part of this shape. Well, I guess... No, this has to be full because yeah. I like the idea of combining it, but... Yeah, this shape has to end at this square. Like let's just take what we know. Like, based on what we know, I think everything has to be correct up until, like, these squares down here. I'm just gonna get rid of all these squares real quick, just to look at them with fresh eyes. Because this, alright, so, boom, this has to be full. And then, we know down to these have to be 4, so this has to happen. It has to be like this. We'll get rid of this because we don't know that, but probably, right? I've done it accidentally. I don't know how to do it, but I know I can highlight squares. I'm using a touchpad. I have so much stuff plugged in, I can't. I know this much has to be true. Why not just use a rolling ball, like a trackball? I'm out of ports is the issue, because I got the microphone, I got the camera, I got the stream deck. I'm already using a hub, and I got a cooling pad on my computer, so it doesn't overheat. Part of me wants to just cut it early like that, you know? It's still wrong. Yeah, these cannot be full because of this. So this is the only way to do this. How else can I extend things? I can't fill this in, so this also has to be done through empty. So these have to be full. Because as soon as I do this, these bleed together and that's no good. And this cannot be done through full, and this cannot be done through full. So I have to leave them both empty. So this has to be empty, this has to be empty, this has to be empty. Full, full. This has to be empty. This has to be empty. This has to be full. Just has to be. This has to be empty. This has to be full. And if that stops there... That's technically correct. Ooh, wait a minute. I think I got it. I can just now do this. There it is. There it goes. Oops, there it goes. Oh, I spent quite a few time in that one puzzle. I can't walk on water still. That didn't make me Jesus. And that's going to do it for another edition of Taiji. Here's a puzzle for you. Try to turn the subscribe button from red to gray. If you've already done that, try one of these puzzles over here. If you solve it correctly, you'll be taken to another one of my Let's Play videos. This outro is going to get annoying after I reuse it a few times. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.